Story. Picture your Agile team on a racing track, speeding through 3 sprints. You see the finish line in the distance, but you know you still have a lot of ground to cover. You've measured exactly how far you've come and your current pace. The big question: how many more laps must your team complete to cross that finish line? Question 825. After an Agile team completes 3 iterations, the project manager determines that the average velocity of the team for these 3 iterations was 30 story points. There are 292 more story points to complete the remaining portion of the project. How many additional iterations will it take for the team to complete the project? A 7 iterations, B 8 iterations, C 9 iterations, D 10 iterations. Relevant knowledge areas and processes. This question is rooted in Agile project management, particularly under the time management and Agile estimation concepts. Velocity is a key metric in Scrum, reflecting the amount of work a team completes in a single iteration. Forecasting remaining iterations involves dividing the total remaining effort by the average velocity. Key definitions and clarifications. Velocity, the average number of story points or units of work completed in an iteration. Story points, a relative measure of effort or complexity assigned to product backlog items. Rationales for each choice. A. 7 iterations. Incorrect because 7 iterations at 30 story points each give 210 story points total, which is not enough to cover all 292 story points. B. 8 iterations. Incorrect because 8 iterations at 30 story points each yield 240, still short of the 292 required. C. 9 iterations. Incorrect because 9 iterations at 30 story points each account for 270, which leaves 22 story points incomplete. D. 10 iterations correct. The calculation is done by taking 292 divided by 30, which gives 9.74. And because you cannot have a fraction of an iteration, you round up to 10. Real-life application. In real-world Agile projects, regularly assessing velocity helps you gauge whether your team will meet project deadlines. If the velocity is too low to achieve the target on time, consider process improvements, removing bottlenecks, or adjusting scope. Key takeaways. Accurate velocity measurements over several iterations can sharpen your forecast of project timelines. Always round up because partial iterations still require planning and resources. Use these insights not only to answer PMP exam questions, but also to enhance real-world project success by effectively managing your Agile metrics. You'll keep stakeholders informed and your project on track. If this breakdown helped you, give it a like. Let me know your questions in the comments, and subscribe for more in-depth PMP insights.